Apple's announced their Worldwide Developers Conference for 2023. So we got some things to talk about. So first off, the event is going to be held June 5th through June 9th. June 5th is the first day with all of the new software announcements, potential new devices, and such. And then the other days are just essentially training days on how to work out the software and what new things that Apple's added and privacy, certain aspects like that the developers would want to know. So if you're not into making apps like me, you want to know what's coming at DubDub just because you're into tech. So we have our handy dandy trusty Mac rumors open right here. So if we go ahead and screen record, Apple announced this March 29th, which was a few days ago, and it's going to take place at Apple Park as it has been in the past, and it's going to be a virtual event. So it's going to be like a production style video as we've seen. It's not going to be a live keynote like it used to be before the pandemic, but I'm okay with it. Now we are expected to see iOS 17, iPadOS 17, macOS 14, watchOS 10, as well as tvOS 17. And there are some potential hardware, so we are also possibly going to see the AR or VR headset. And this says Apple will show it off, as it would give time for developers to design their apps and experiences, which I think would be pretty cool. It's going to run XROS. I think RealityOS was a better one, sorry, but that's just me. It's going to have both AR and VR capabilities that'll switch with a digital crown-like knob, an external battery pack that will be worn at the waist. It'll be made of like an Apple Watch-like band. Okay, that'd be nice, kind of like for round. Okay, with the option for prescription lenses, micro LEDs, Apple Silicon chips that are in the Mac, iris scanning. Okay. And we are also going to potentially see a Mac Pro that'll have an Apple M chip in it as they've been using in the Mac. So we really haven't heard much about this, although I know a lot of people do want this. I also think we're waiting on a new iMac, in my opinion, and as well as an iMac 24-inch. But hey, if we get them, we get them. Now for expected softwares. So this is where I have a bone to pick with Apple for two reasons. iOS 17 started off as just a stability update. It was just going to be a stability update. This is what we had to fix. We're going to do it. Similar to that of iOS 12. How they kind of just said, we messed up a little with iOS 11. Here's fixes to all those problems with some new features. But that's not the case anymore. iOS 17 is expected to feature several quality of life improvements that people have been asking for a while. So I'm okay with this. But it better not be a hot mess like iOS 16 is right now on my iPhone. So we're going to talk about a few of these issues. So I think my favorite one is just the weather widget being totally inaccurate by saying it's 45 to 10 degrees, which is not humanly possible. But anyways, while we're on the topic of the weather app no longer works. And this has been an ongoing issue since Tuesday. And at the time of filming this, it's Thursday. So for the past 4 days, we've been having issues with the weather app. And Apple has admitted them. So if we go to the iCloud system status page, right now, it says weather 1 issue. And there's an issue from today and it's been ongoing. Why haven't we figured out what's wrong? Why haven't we fixed this so that weather actually works? My second question. My third question is, if I open the weather app, it should just show me the weather. I shouldn't have to wait like 5-6 minutes for it to show me what the weather app is. Now, watchOS 10 is also rumored to get a huge overhaul to the Apple Watch interface because the Apple Watch updates are rumored to be a little lackluster hardware-wise, which I think Apple really knocked it out of the park in 2022 with their September event of the Apple Watch Series 8, SE2, and the Apple Watch Ultra. Personally, the Apple Watch Ultra has been my choice, as I'm loving it. But I would like to see some more software features, because I feel like the Apple Watch, we were going, and then we just hit, and now we've plateaued. And we kind of really haven't gotten any quality, like anything that's really necessary. Now, I do understand there aren't many necessary features that do need to be added to the Apple Watch. But really, Apple has done it before. Like, we're going to be on iOS 17 with this. And they keep adding features that we're always like, oh, I never would have thought I wanted that, but now I use it all the time. And then iPadOS would probably bring some of the lock screen customization features that we did not see brought over with iPadOS 16 to the iPad as well. So that would also be pretty cool because we really haven't seen much about it. And then tvOS, it's probably going to be a stability update with really whatever features they add to iOS and iPadOS, because they're going to do something. They might change a few things, but tvOS 16, I have an Apple TV back there. Honestly, I've forgotten about the tvOS software because it's been the same thing for so many years, which I'm totally okay with. If it works, don't break it like you did with this, because you broke this. And I will not, like, oh, my weather wallpaper updated. Now it says it's sunny. Before it said it was raining and told me the completely wrong weather. But, like, you can see it's sunny. This is now showing sunny, which is what we want. But anyways. And there are more iOS 16 bugs we can talk about. And now for macOS, we really haven't seen any rumors about macOS either. Although, whatever they add to iOS, they're going to probably add some sort of slimmed down version to macOS, which I'm okay with. I really like the macOS Ventura, although there are some weird bugs that they have to work out. But I get it. It's not going to be perfect. But this being a hot heaping mess, and I'm going to keep going back to it, iOS 16 is a hot mess. And I know many people agree with me. Because it really sucks. And if you agree, if you want to leave a comment and tell me what bugs you've experienced, because I feel like everyone has different ones. We've all experienced something different. And it's really crazy. And I just want to talk about this because I know I'm not the only one. I've seen threads on Twitter. I've seen it all. Now, we really don't have as much insight as we typically do with the WWDC, but it's coming soon enough, and we'll see it then. And subscribe for when it does get launched, as it will have a video and possibly a short coming out when Apple does announce what is going to be new with iOS 17, watchOS 10, iPadOS 17, macOS 14, as well as the new tvOS when Apple does announce it. So if you want to subscribe, as well as hit the like and notification bell while you're down there, I'd really appreciate that. And I want you to remember, today's a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.